Breaking news from sisterhoodsleuths.net. The reward vault is in overdrive. First editions, digital exclusives, VIP briefings from Kathy Warshaw herself, collectors-only gear that never hits the shelves. It's all live right now. And while you're rushing to grab it, here's why we're on the mic today. Welcome to the Sisterhood Sleuths podcast, where we uncover YA's newest headline makers, teen girl detectives. They're rewriting the rulebook, leading the chase, and proving that flawed, fearless, and fiercely smart is exactly what the genre needs to survive.
Welcome to another deep dive. Today we're plunging into a corner of the literary world that's, well, it's not just quietly growing, it's actually powerfully redefining what a heroine looks like. We're talking about the incredible surge of the female teen sleuth in young adult or, YA fiction. For this deep dive, we're really unpacking insights from an article. It's got this great title, Why Teen Girl Sleuths Are YA Fiction's Bold New Heroes. So our mission today is to go beyond just saying, these characters are popular. We want to figure out why. Why are they redefining heroism for a whole new generation? What makes them so incredibly relatable and honestly genuinely powerful? And how do their stories offer, so much more than just a page-turning mystery? It feels like a real cultural phenomenon we're looking at. Now, when you think of classic detectives, maybe you picture trench coats and fedoras, or perhaps those resourceful female characters from older stories, but often they were kind of secondary, right?
Often the sidekick or the one needing help.
Exactly. But here's where it gets really interesting and pretty exciting, actually. These new heroines, they're absolutely not your typical adult investigators.
Yeah.
And they're definitely not waiting around for someone else to figure things out. Today's readers seem to be actively seeking out these bold, fiercely independent, really smart young women leading the charge. Mm-hmm. And the thrilling thing is they're getting exactly that, like everywhere in publishing.
Yeah, and what's truly fascinating here, if we look at the broader picture in YA Lit, is how this shift isn't just some fleeting trend. It feels much deeper. It really reflects this growing kind of fundamental demand for strong, dynamic female protagonists, characters who don't just, exist in their stories, but actively drive them. So we'll explore how these characters are sort of dismantling these long-standing stereotypes, challenging old ideas about vulnerability, maybe.
Yep.
And in doing that, they're truly empowering readers. They're not just heroes in the book. They're inspiring a very real sense of capability in your own life, like encouraging you to step up and find truths yourself. It's powerful stuff delivered through these really gripping stories.
Okay, let's really get into this because the article makes a super compelling case. I mean, sure, female-led mysteries have always been around Nancy Drew, Veronica Mars.
Right, the classics.
But there's been this, almost explosive surge in YA stories featuring teenage girls. And they're using this amazing mix of sharp logic, deep intuition, and just sheer undeniable bravery to crack some really complex cases. It doesn't just feel like an evolution. It feels like a whole new era of heroines has properly arrived. Yeah. And what seems different now is the intentionality behind it. These young heroines aren't just handing over a crucial clue for someone else to solve the puzzle. Yeah. They're the ones starting the hunt, actively solving the puzzles themselves, confronting danger, sometimes serious danger head on. And they're meticulously piecing together clues with impressive intellect and this kind of unwavering resilience that just feels so authentic. Just imagine the impact. Seeing characters who embody that kind of proactive, relentless problem-solving characters who don't just react, but actively engage with the chaos, figure it out, and find the truth. It's inspiring. It's a masterclass in agency, really.
And if we connect that to the bigger picture, like the article does, it highlights an incredibly potent message for young readers. Yeah. Think about it. Maybe it's solving complicated school secrets, like who's behind some baffling incident, or maybe it's decoding ancient symbols to unravel some historical mystery.
Right.
Either way, these characters take you on these thrilling, adrenaline-pumping adventures. But, and this is the crucial part, they're simultaneously modeling really sophisticated critical thinking and remarkable emotional strength. The article points out this isn't just fun entertainment, it's this refreshing, exciting blend of adventure and suspense that subtly but powerfully teaches these vital life skills. You might not even realize you're absorbing lessons on observation, deduction, perseverance, while you're just eagerly turning the pages,
So, okay, what is it exactly that sets these characters apart? Why are they so magnetic, so resonant with readers? The article suggests it starts with their authenticity. They are just not these one-dimensional, perfect superheroes who never stumble.
Definitely not.
Instead, they grapple with very real fears.
Yeah.
They navigate genuine doubts, and yeah, they have flaws, just like you might, or like any young person figuring things out. And that relatability, that feeling of seeing yourself in them, that seems absolutely key to their appeal.
Totally.
These mysteries with young protagonists aren't just about solving the crime, are they? They often dive deep into these really universal themes that hit home for anyone coming of age. Things like the power of friendship, the fight for justice, figuring out your identity, finding your self-worth.
All the big stuff.
Right. And all of this is wrapped up in these wonderfully engaging plots. They're packed with clever red herrings, those twists you don't see coming. It keeps you guessing right till the end.
Yeah.
It makes the whole reading journey both incredibly exciting and, well, deeply meaningful too. Kind of a unique blend of thrills and thinking.
Which brings up a really important question, doesn't it? Why do these middle grade mysteries and juvenile detective stories particularly appeal to tweens and teens? Like, what's the magic ingredient there?
Yeah, good question.
Well, the article suggests it's precisely because they vividly show girls making a real, tangible difference in their world. They show them standing up for what's right, even when it's hard or unpopular, using their voices powerfully in a world that, let's face it, sometimes underestimates them or tries to silence them. These stories don't just entertain, they actively inspire confidence. They foster this deep curiosity, two absolutely essential qualities for any young reader. Like the article says, it's like they're training them to be sleuths in training, giving them mental tools for real life.
And at their core, I mean, these stories are just radiating empowerment, aren't they?
Absolutely.
Imagine a female teen sleuth who isn't just navigating these complex puzzles, which is tough enough, but she's also dealing with all the real everyday stuff. Peer pressure, school stress, family expectations, all that normal life complexity.
Right, the whole back end.
And she's doing all this while bravely chasing the truth about, say, a missing person or some conspiracy. It's like this triple challenge that makes her journey feel even more compelling, more human, and ultimately, yeah, more inspiring. The mystery genre itself, with its need for careful observation, deduction, just sticking with it, it gives these characters this really unique space to grow.
That's a great point.
It shows you, the reader, that you too can face life's challenges, big or small, with that same kind of grit and grace. It's such a powerful message, and it's delivered not through some dry lecture, but through these thrilling, pulse-pounding stories that keep you totally hooked, right? Invested in every clue.
Exactly. And this is where the practical application really comes through, I think. The article highlights that these stories are way more than just page turners you binge read. They're actually pretty effective tools for developing crucial problem-solving skills, not just for fictional cases, but for life. They subtly encourage young readers to ask good questions, to think critically about what's around them, and maybe most importantly, to trust their own instincts, even when things are confusing or doubtful.
That's huge.
It really is. And what's fascinating is that these lessons, breaking down a problem, questioning assumptions, following a hunch, pushing through setbacks, they extend way beyond the book. They give you these valuable frameworks for navigating your own world, making you a sharper observer, a more confident decision maker.
Yeah, it's really clear that the appeal of the female teen sleuth is just, well, it's booming. More and more publishers are enthusiastically jumping on YA mystery series, middle school detective stories. It's becoming a core part of what they offer.
It's definitely not niche anymore.
No. It's a rapidly expanding genre, creating its own kind of literary ecosystem. You get everything from these high-stakes whodunits art heists, conspiracies, to more sort of intimate schoolyard mysteries exploring social stuff. It offers such a diverse range of plots for a really broad audience. And the article specifically mentions series like Sisterhood Sleuths as really leading the charge here, creating this whole vibrant universe where teen girl detectives are front and center, often solving mysteries together, right? Using their combined strengths.
Yeah, collaboration is often key.
And these stories, they aren't just entertainment you consume and forget. The article describes them as basically a movement.
Wow.
Yeah. Sparking imagination, building real confidence in every reader who dares to pick one up. It's genuinely exciting to see this happening, where the heroes are smart and courageous, and the impact goes beyond the last page.
And connecting this back to the bigger picture, the article makes this really bold, almost prophetic statement about the societal implications. It says, "The world needs more thinkers, more leaders, more truth seekers, and female teen sleuths embody all three."
That's powerful.
It is, and it raises this important question about what kind of stories are really hitting home with young people today. These characters, they aren't just fictional figures in a book. They feel like vibrant reflections of today's smart, fearless youth. The ones ready to challenge things, ask hard questions, and forge their own way.
Yeah.
They kind of represent that spirit of curiosity, determination, and intellectual sharpness that's so vital, especially now. They're not just solving mysteries, they're modeling how to live a life of inquiry, you know?
So what does all this mean for you listening right now? Maybe you're actively looking for a thrilling new book to get lost in, or maybe you're just observing these interesting cultural trends in literature and youth development. Either way, the undeniable rise of the female teen sleuth tells us this really powerful story about what we value in our heroes today. It's not just about physical strength anymore, is it? It's about keen intelligence, unwavering resilience, and this fierce determination to seek out the truth no matter how hidden it is.
Yeah, and it reminds us that often the most exciting adventures aren't just in decoding ancient symbols or solving some complex fictional crime. They're found in the everyday courage to ask big questions, sometimes uncomfortable questions, and to really trust your own instincts and insights. These characters fundamentally empower you to kind of be a detective in your own life, to question assumptions, to look for clues in your own situation, and to build your own unique understanding of the world.
So consider this. If these fictional characters are inspiring so much confidence and critical thinking, if they're showing that courage and intelligence can unlock almost any puzzle, then what mystery in your own life are you ready to bravely investigate and solve?
What clues are you seeing right now? Maybe in your work, your relationships, your own personal growth. What clues might lead to your next big discovery? What truth are you ready to uncover for yourself? Thanks for diving deep with us today. We really hope this has given you a fresh, maybe exciting perspective on the enduring power of storytelling and on the bold young women leading the charge, not just in fiction, but in shaping the minds of future truth seekers everywhere.
The story doesn't end here. The real scoop, the rewards, the access, the gear, is waiting at sisterhoodsleuths.net. But in true breaking news fashion, this window closes fast. Go now. Claim your share before it's history, and step into a community where the next big headline could have your name on it.